Hey, welcome. Today, we are going to build a blueprint for one of the most distinctive sounds in Mandarin, the fourth tone. The whole idea here is to give you a simple, really powerful way to get this sound down for good. So let's jump right in. So, first things first, let's start with a question. What in the world makes a tone assertive? I know, it sounds kind of strange to describe a sound that way, right? But you'll see. Giving it this personality is the perfect trick to mastering it. And that's exactly what this first part is all about, that personality. We're going to focus on the feeling of the fourth tone, and I've got a super memorable analogy that's going to make it just click. Okay, so the official technical name for the fourth tone is the falling tone. And yeah, it's one of the four main tones in Mandarin, which means it's absolutely essential for getting the meaning right. But let's be honest, just calling it the falling tone doesn't really help you make the sound, does it? So we're going to use a way more intuitive method. And here it is. This is the secret sauce right here. The source material calls this the assertive tone for a reason, because it sounds exactly like you're telling a dog, nope. Just think about it. That short, sharp, commanding sound you make. Nope, nope. That feeling, that confidence, that is exactly what we're going for. You know, when you think about it that way, it suddenly becomes a pretty simple concept. It's not some abstract musical note you have to hunt for. It's a sound you probably already make every single day. All right, let's move on. Now that we've got the feeling down pat, let's look at the vocal blueprint. You know, the actual mechanics of how to produce that sharp, assertive falling sound. So, this is absolutely crucial. The sound starts at the very highest point in your vocal range. In fact, the source points out it's even a little bit higher than the first tone starts. And from there, it just drops all the way down to the absolute lowest point in your vocal range. It's a total dive. This really says it all, doesn't it? It is a quick, decisive drop from high all the way down to low. It's not a gentle slide. That sharp drop is what gives it that assertive punch. And again, the source itself says the mechanics are very straightforward. You don't have to worry about any curves or bounces or weird changes in direction. It's just a simple, straight shot from the top of your range to the very bottom. Okay, time to put it all together. In this last section, we're going to take our blueprints, that assertive nope feeling and the high-to-low mechanic, and apply it to a real-world example. We're going to practice with the syllable ma, that's just spelled M-A, and we're going to apply that sharp, falling fourth tone right to it. Ma? Now check this out. This is what's so cool. When you put the fourth tone on ma, it actually means to scold someone. The source calls this a pretty apt tone for that meaning, and yeah, the sound totally fits the definition, doesn't it? So let's walk through the steps. Just remember that blueprint. You're going to start the sound ma at the absolute top of your vocal range. Then drop it sharply, decisively, just like you're saying nope, and make sure you land at the very bottom of your range. Let's give it a shot. It should sound like this. Ma. Ma. You hear how quick and assertive that is? What's interesting is that when you say it at a normal speed, it happens so fast you barely even notice that super high starting point. It's just one fluid, sharp drop. Go on, you try it. Ma. So there you have it. That's the blueprint for the assertive tone. It's not just some falling sound. It's a command. It's telling a dog, nope. You just start high, drop fast, and end low. So now that you've got the blueprint, the only question left is, how are you going to use it?